Hello, hello, you guys. Welcome to this special Mama Chat. It's all about the question of mamas. What if we love ourselves more, right? What if we could find a way to love ourselves more? And you all, today I am here with three, not one, but three ways that we can do this in 2018. So I hope that you've been enjoying the great content this week that's been all about self-love and self-care. We had Valentine's Day, which, yesterday I got on and gave some really good tips about at least one thing that we could do to love on ourselves better yesterday. And then throughout the entire week, if you haven't seen the Facebook Lives, I encourage you to go back and watch them because there's some really good tips on how we can take care of ourselves better in 2018. Hello, hello, hello. So welcome again. For those of you that are new to the group, I want to say I am so appreciative of you being in the Mindful Mama community. It wouldn't be this community without you. So I think you all know me, but my name is Brooke-Sidney, and I'm the owner of Bella and the Babe. And our mission is really to empower authentic and mindful mothering. And basically, I help mothers develop mindful practices so they can get free of overwhelm, mama guilt, and love their lives. But today I want to jump right in because I don't want to keep us a long time, and I've got an exciting announcement to make. And basically, I'll tell you as we go along. Okay? How's that sound? So I really wanted us to think about 2018 and how we can love ourselves better. We've now been in this new year for a year and a half, and I'm wondering, how well are you doing with loving yourselves more or better, right? But let's take a second, even take a breath. What if we were to love ourselves more this year? What would that look like? Like if you closed your eyes and you said, what would that look like? Let's take a moment, right? Let's take a breath. Inhale. Go ahead and exhale and envision what loving ourselves might look like. Would we, maybe stop beating up on ourselves, silencing that inner critic? Maybe we would talk to ourselves more lovingly like we talk to our spouse, our lover, and our children. Would we make more time for ourselves in our days, in our weeks, and definitely throughout the month? Would we feel like we've given ourselves permission to fully go after all of our dreams and live in our purpose? Would we give ourselves more time and intention? And hey, why not have a little, frisky or love or sex or whatever with our partners and spouses? Would we feel confident to fully express all of our needs and desires? Would we be living our lives fully and out loud, right? Not just what we see or journal about, but really living it. And would we have figured out how to, have a bigger yes? And that's really by having that sacred no. When I close my eyes and I think about loving myself more and loving myself better, it always means feeling this way while loving the life that I currently have, right? And even treasuring the body and vessel that I'm currently in. I'm wondering, how does that feel for you, mamas, right? In the comments, please let me know, like, what would it feel like to love yourself more, right? Love yourself more, fully, better, all encompassing, right? So today I wanted to talk about 3 simple ways to love ourselves more and invite you into the brand new Mindful Mama membership circle, which I will tell you all about later. But basically, it is a chance for us to enact these beautiful ways that I'm going to describe. So the first one is a very simple one, but it really goes to the heart of our lives. And that is basically to watch how we talk to ourselves, right? Be mindful of our speech. So I want to tell you a story, right? ever since I was a little girl, I was taught to be realistic. I was taught to be practical, right? I was taught to, always develop a plan, right? And somewhere along the way, I picked up a message that meant that I needed to do everything right and that I needed to do everything perfectly. And so what that culminated in was me often being hard on myself, like beating up myself. And I'm closing my eyes because I'm sitting here thinking about that voice that I heard for a very long time, the voice that questioned whether or not I would be a good mother, the voice that really told me, hey, you might not have the mothering gene, or the voice that, told me, are you sure you're smart enough to become a lawyer? All of those nagging thoughts, or even now I know how to contain them and know how to think a different way. But if not, they will pop up to the surface and keep me feeling bad, like I can't accomplish the things that I want to do, or just fill us with the doubt, because that's really what it happens for most of us. Unless we suffer from like crippling anxiety or depression or something like that, that inner critic and that inner voice just really eats at our happiness because it allows fear to creep in. That questioning voice, that accusatory voice, I know for me, it dampened my happiness. It dampened my joy because I was constantly questioning myself. But, after a while, especially after I would set a goal and make an intention, I realized in my quiet moments, especially after starting a really consistent meditation practice, how that voice I was hearing it and how it was operating in my life. And so at that point, I made a shift. My meditations, along with my affirmations and journaling, all of that helped me quiet that voice, but also listen for it. And it is those type of tools, the meditations, learning how to get quiet, journaling, and affirmations that I'm offering in my Mindful Mama membership. So I'm really hoping that you stick around so I can explain it fully, but you would get all of that tools and practice and help in this monthly membership. So it will help you watch your speech and that inner critic, okay? So the second thing that is a good way for us to love ourselves better is to make sure that we have figured out what is the best centering device or practice for us, right? For so long, I'll be honest with you, I was trying just the rote gratitude list. I would make out my list each day. I would write them all down. And then I was wondering, why don't I feel better? Or better yet, I'll give you a true story. When I was going through my divorce, newsflash, if you guys didn't know that I'm divorced. I'm an indie mom. That's what I call myself. And happily now co-parenting with my ex. But that was a journey. And so during that journey, I was working with a coach and a mentor, and she would be like, write down your gratitude list. Man, I wanted to throw that darn gratitude list through the wall. It did not work. I was just writing out the same rote things that, I'm happy to be alive. I'm happy I have a house. I'm happy I have my son, right? But they weren't energized in me. It wasn't until I figured out a centering practice, which for me is meditation. I often couple that with prayer, but meditation for me gets me clear. It gets me in a space where I'm able to hear my own quiet thoughts, my higher self, spirit, whatever that means for you. I'm able to hear it, but without getting in that space, it's a little more challenging, especially when you're in a trying time, to actually dig in and pull up all of these amazing blessings that are in our life because we're clouded by whatever pain we're in. So once I learned how to meditate really and developed my consistent practice, that shifted everything for me. That shifted my gratitude practice. It changed my life. It completely changed my life. And so I would love to introduce you to meditation, strengthen your meditation, or support your current meditation. And we're going to do several different types of meditation and visualization and different practices in the Mindful Mama membership circle. That's one of the things that one of the tools that you will walk away with. You will definitely each month have a guided meditation or a guided visualization to walk us through the message or the theme for that month, but you will definitely walk away with the tools, inviting you to then develop the discipline to implement them. So that's the second thing. And the third and final way that I think that we can really and truly love on ourselves better and strengthen is basically by 3, committing and recommitting to loving ourselves. And what that really means is truly making the commitment to all of the different practices of loving ourselves. So whether that's figuring out what they are, right? Figuring out what makes us tick, what makes us feel loved, how to gather that time, figuring out our self-care goals, all of these things, they're all anchored on one thing, our commitment to ourselves. So I'll give you another example. It really wasn't until I knew that I was wanted to get pregnant that I really fully committed to honoring myself. And frankly, I didn't do it because of me. I did it because I had a baby, or I knew a baby was coming on board, and that I wanted to make sure that he or she would get the best of me, get the best energy, get the best thoughts, get the best treatment, get the best care. And I realized back then, I made that connection that I had to take care of myself. I don't know if it's yogic tradition. I don't know if it's the meditations I started doing. I don't know if it was the connection I was making to, I was cleansing and cleaning up my body. And I talk about a lot of that in my conscious pregnancy and conscious conception work with mothers. But it all boils down to, we have to be the cleanest and highest vessel, right? For ourselves and for our children and for our spouses, for our families. And that requires us committing to ourselves. And that's when I made that commitment. And that's when my entire life shifted. And I really started embodying the teachings that I present to you now, and where I saw my life fully shift. Right? It's definitely a practice. And that is the reason why I developed the Mindful Mama membership, because I realized that loving ourselves as mothers and taking this time is a bit anti-cultural, right? It is not society's message that it's like, mothers, take time for yourselves, mothers, don't sacrifice, mothers, spend all the time, No, instead we're being told, you must do everything, figure it all out, take on more, just say yes, lean in, don't lean out. Like wherever we turn, whether it's in the business world or the home life, more is expected of us. But I'm asking you now to really think about what you want your life to look like and how you want it to be, and really think about making those changes today. Because when it's 15 and 20 years from now, when you're run down and you haven't made these efforts for yourself, it's too late. It's too late. Now is truly the time to shift the way that we love and care for ourselves, for the betterment of us personally as mothers, but also for our children and for our spouses and for those that we touch, for every life that we touch, right? And one of the best vehicles I feel like that I can give, it's a heart-centered offering for me, is the Mindful Mama membership circle. So let me go ahead, drop the link in here for everyone. and I want to go through and discuss it, right? And I would love at any point for if you have questions to ask me any questions, feel free to email me, or because I'm presenting this to you first, my mama tribe. Here, some of these offers and bonuses are only available to you as my ladies, as my mothers. So basically what it is the Mindful Mama membership is a way for you to take the tools that I'm presenting in a way that you can easily digest it. One of the things that I truly heard from us, especially after the gratitude challenge, is that we have limited amounts of time. And although I know that there are ways for us to find more time, this way, through the Mindful Mama membership package or membership circle, it's going to enable you to begin that process of finding more time. It's also delivered to you by email once a month in a little monthly bundle that you can begin to work on at your leisure. So every month you're going to receive the following. You're going to receive a monthly message. Basically, it is the theme, the lesson, whatever we are covering that month. It's designed to support your mindfulness practice, right? You're also going to receive an affirmation or declaration, whatever you would wish to call it, the way that we're going to anchor in that theme on a daily basis. The affirmation we're going to carry with us daily. We are going to vibrate it. It is going to be so much in our system. Then you're going to get a guided meditation or visualization. Each month, you will have at least one guided meditation to work with. Then, in addition to that, there will be some holistic tool presented to supplement the teaching. So either it's going to be something in the area of aromatherapy, maybe an essential oil you can play with, crystals or gemstones, maybe some yoga poses or some additional breathing exercises. There is going to be an additional holistic way to support you in your mothering and in your mindfulness practice. This monthly bundle will come complete with worksheets, tips, workbook, whatever documents are needed to fully support you in the lessons and the teachings for that particular month. And I've also committed to sending out accountability emails just to give you that gentle reminder, hey, how are you doing? And to make sure that you're moving further along in that monthly bundle. In the future, right, there's going to be more courses available. There's going to be, as you already know, there's the Mindful Mama sessions and other one-on-one work, and there will be events like retreats and so forth. You as a Mindful Mama member will get discounts on all of these things. So discounts on courses, coaching, and any events that the Bella and the Babe, I participate in, or that I have the ability to, right, give an offer or discount to. So right now, for the initial beginning payment, it's going to include a Mama Love Planner. See, I have mine all pimped out, all fun. I put little tools, I added a pin loop. But right now, for the initial payment, the initial cost, it's $97, and that includes the Mama Love Planner of your choice. And if you sign up by Sunday, there are a couple of additional bonuses, right? So your first monthly payment is included in the $97, as well as the Mama Love Planner. And then if you sign up by Sunday at 11:59 p.m., that's February 18th, you will receive the 2018 Gratitude Challenge included in. You will have access to all of those digital content. So over 10 days worth of content and some bonus videos that I've added in to sweeten it. And then after this opportunity, that course or that challenge is valued at $197. I'm throwing that in free for the mamas that already know, hey, I wasn't able to take advantage of the Mindful Mama sessions. You know, I really would love to have the opportunity to deepen my mindfulness practices in 2018. I know that I want to do that now. I'm going to join for $97. I'm going to get the Mama Love Planner. I'm going to upfront pay for my first month, and I'm going to get the Gratitude Challenge. And guess what? Instead of the reoccurring monthly membership fee of $47, for these women and mamas that sign up by Sunday at midnight, your monthly reoccurring payment is going to be $29. $29. That is essentially, in LA, that's essentially the cost of one yoga class, or maybe 1.5, right? For all of that information I just covered: meditations, messages, affirmations, holistic tools, workbook, worksheets, all of that at the recurring rate of $29. And then after Monday, so say it takes you a couple of days to really sit down, think about whether you want to work on this in 2018, whether you want to be a part of this membership. If you wait till after Sunday midnight, the reoccurring payment for the founding members for this tribe, for My Mamas Here, is only $37. So after the initial $97, and you sign up after Monday or on Monday, your recurring monthly fee is only $37, which is literally like the cost of a couple of yoga classes, maybe 2. And I know my meditations are valued at like $20 a month, or $20 a meditation. So it's definitely a package that you cannot pass up. It is affordable, and it also meets the needs, I think, for all the mamas out there who are worried that they don't have enough time to commit to one-on-one work or private or customized meditation practice. This is giving you the best of all worlds possible, and really for $97 up front, and then either $29 if you sign up by Sunday, or $37 after Sunday at midnight, you have got this great group of tools that I am committed to teaching and seeing your transformation in 2018. So that is it. That is it. The link is actually in the notes and in the comments. I'm really looking forward to welcoming our first founding members. Again, this offer, especially for the gratitude challenge, the fast action bonuses, it ends on Sunday, February 18th at midnight. But for my founding members that sign up after that, you still get the reduced rate of the $37 reoccurring. So I'm really looking forward to welcoming you in. Thank you so much. And I hope that we are going to learn how to love ourselves better together in 2018. Talk to you soon.